Hello, my viewers. Welcome once again to the YouTube channel called Hugar Social Academy. Our academy tries its best to bring you in an easy way all the number of concepts which are being given in our textbooks. Dear viewers, today in this session, let us understand and learn about the course of Second World War. The course of Second World War. Course in the form of how the World War began. Okay, we very well know that. We very well know that there were some specific reasons which we have learned in our previous session regarding the failure of League of Nations. Powerful nations were not the part of the League of Nations. League of Nations was not having its own army, peacekeeping army. Germany and Italy, with their expansionist policy, became the responsible reason for the Second World War. Here, the Second World War, which happened between 1939 to the period of 1945. 1939 to the period of 1945. Okay. Here, what we see that the group which was there in the First World War, the group called as one was Axis power and another one was Allied power. Okay, which is this Axis power and Allied power. Axis power was led by whom? By the Germany, and Allied power was led by whom? By the England. Led by the England. Okay. Axis power, boss is or leader is Germany. Allied power under the whom? Under the England. Little bit more we will write little bit this time, which will help more easy to uh, know it. This is Axis power. Okay. Now, so the same Axis group and the Allied group was also been seen in the way in the First World War. Seen in the First World War. Okay, and there also Germany was there. There also England was be there. But the World War which took place in the First World War, it was began from the whom? From the Serbia, between Austria and Serbia. But here the situation is different. Here it is been different. Germany, okay, attacks on which one? On the Poland. Germany attacks on whom? On the Poland. Okay, who attacked? Germany attacked on whom? On the Poland. England, immediately he didn't came to help to whom? To the England. Immediately he didn't came to help to Poland, which caused what it is that Poland fell under the hands of the German. Poland fell under the hands of the German because he didn't immediately came to help to whom? To the Poland. Okay, and this it happens in the period of whom? Period of 1939. So this is the start of the war. Okay, who attacked? Germany attacked on whom? On the Poland. To support to Poland, England declared its support. To support Poland, England declared support to whom? To the Poland. Okay. Another side, Germany attacks on Norway, Denmark, Holland, and captures it. Norway, Denmark, and Holland. Who did this? Germany. Okay, captures the place called as Holland, Denmark, Norway, and Poland also already it is fell. Okay, this brings a serious war among the number of European nations. Number of European nations, which cause what it is at very next, France enters into the World War and declare its support to the whom? To the England. Declare its support to the whom? To the England. Another side, right? Another side, Italy declare its support to the whom? To the Germany. Back to back Italy, Austro Hungarian. Okay, it gave its support to the whom? To the German. Now see, one by one, the teams are entering into the World War. Entering into the World War. Okay, but France, England, and United States of America. France, England, and United States of America. They didn't felt that Germany would attack to the whom? To the Russia. Germany would attack to the Russia. But what they thought, according to that, it didn't went. Germany attacks on whom? On the Russia. Germany attacks on whom? On the Russia. Okay. Germany attacks on whom? On the Russia. Now this marking where I am only saying this, so if there is no role of Italy and Austro, it's not like that. Italy, Austro-Hungarian, right? They already entered into the war and they are having the wars with a number of these nations who are each other. Okay, they are. But mainly attacks. Okay, when Germany attacked on Russia, it reached to the way to the center part of Russia. Center part of Russia. Almost Russia lost. Almost Russia lost. But it's a God grace of Russia that when Germany attacked on Russia during that time, the winter season was been in the country called as Russia. This severe winter of Russia take the deaths of many of number of German soldiers. Many German soldiers without fighting they died, and they died due to the which one? Due to the severe climatic condition, cold climatic condition of Russia, which made that Germany calls back his army. Germany calls back, right? The callback of Germany only was the boon to the Russia, and Russia once again took back all the number of places which he lost, which he lost. Okay, all the places. Now another side, Italy, who right? Italy, he attacks on the whom? On the there was a fierce battle takes place between whom? Between the Italy and between the whom? Between the England. Between whom? Between the England and Russia. Either this side, Russia got an opportunity to be the part of this. Okay, but in the year 1942, in the year 1942, here I will make it 1942. Russia, in the year Russia defeated whom? Germany. In the year 1942, Russia defeated whom? Defeated the Germany, as Germany got an Russia got an opportunity, right, to come back. To what? To come back. And in 1942, Germany was being defeated. Another side, the clashes which was going on between the England and Italy, a number of wars which took place from the 1939 to the period of 1943 up to 1943. We see that England defeats to the whom? To the Italy. But in this mid time, in the year 1941, in the year 1941, right now Japan that enters into the World War. Japan, what he does, he attacks on whom? On United States of America, Pearl Harbor. Attacks on whom? Japan attacks on USA, Pearl Harbor. Okay, another side, Austro-Hungarian, he is engaged in the war in the with the Russia. He engaged in the war with the England also. Okay, now here Japan attacked on USA Pearl Harbor. It's a naval base. It's a naval base, and huge amount of destruction was been done, which made United States of America to enter into the World War. Which World War? Second World War, and it directly gave its support to the whom, to the allied power called as a England. Allied power called as a England. Another side, the Poland. It was under whom? Under the German. It was under whom? Under the German. Okay. Coming up to the 1944, right? Reaching, Russia throws Germany out of which place? Out of Poland. Who? Russia in the 1944. In 1944, draws Germany. Germany out of Poland. Germany out of which place? Out of Poland. Who? Russia. To whom? To the Germany. England coming by 1944-45 defeats Italy in many of the places. The defeat of the Italy was the defeat of Austro-Hungarian and also the defeat of whom? Defeat of the German. And very fine in the way United States of America in return in the period of 1945 drops atomic or nuclear bombs on Japan. Okay, two big cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, were been completely destroyed by the home by the United States of America, which brought the end of the Second World War, where Japan surrenders in front of United States of America, and the surrender of Japan, defeat of Austro-Hungarian, Italy, Germany dictator. So we see that Hitler commits suicide. Italy dictator Mussolini in the year 1945 he was assassinated. Austro-Hungarian Simon with that defeated. Japan, okay, due to this atomic or new drop of nuclear bombs surrenders. This converts into the what of defeat of Axis power. Axis power defeated in the Second World War by the Allied powers. By the Allied powers. But this Second World War brought up lot of disaster. Lot of disaster. After 1945, right, we see that near about result how it comes. 5 crore people. How many? 5 crore people were being killed. 5 crore people were being killed in the Second World War. Germany. Germany was divided. Germany was divided into 4 parts. Germany was divided into 4 parts. One, two, three. England, Russia, France, and USA. Germany was divided into 4 parts, and very big result came. What it is that UNO was established. UNO was established in 1945. These were the results of which one? Of the Second World War, which was from the 1939 to the 1945. Okay, right? So in this way, the World War took place. But to end this Second World War, few important personality or few were been personalities were been responsible for this. Were been responsible for the end of the Second World War. Let us see who were those. Now they were, see, it's an attack of the nuclear, and this is the reason that today no country want to jump into the world war. We are listening. We every day listen that there are many nations out there who are engaged in the world war. Sorry, engaged in the war, whether it may be related to the economy part or whether it may be related to the territorial area, right? Or in the form of making of weapons, it may be there. We are seeing, and many of the nations are engaged in the world war also. Between each other, and every day we feel that the third world war might take place, and the situation is also in that form. But every nations today almost nations are been having the nuclear bombs with them, which can bring a lot of disaster. And this time, if it happens, there is no word called as human on this earth. So, who were responsible for the stop of the this Second World War, or responsible for the victory of the Allied powers? The first one, Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill of England. Now, victory of Second World War. Important personalities. Winston Churchill of England. Okay, right? Joseph Stalin of Russia. Okay. Third, Franklin D. Roosevelt of United States of America, right? And fourth one, D. D. Guerlain of sorry, D. Guerlain of France. Four person responsible. Four-person responsible for the victory of Second World War. I am also responsible for the United Nation of Organization also in the year 1945. In the year 1945. So this was all regarding the which one? About the Second World War. England, Russia, USA, France, important personalities. Winston Churchill, Joseph Stalin, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and D. Guerra were the responsible for the victory of the Second World War. Before the Franklin D. Roosevelt, there was a major role of whom? Even of the Truman in the Second World War. Even Truman, President Truman also played a major. President Truman and then President Franklin D. Roosevelt played a major role in making of the UN. So this was all regarding the Second World War. It was all regarding the Second World War. In our next session, let us learn more about the other topics uh, where we will understand about how the transportation and communication playing an important role, how the power resources are playing a very important role, and even we will work on the some work regarding the maps. So be tuned with the Hogar Social Academy so that to get more number of information which will help you in your annual examination. Thank you.